districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Chuck McDowell here again. Over the years, I've seen way too many timeshare exit companies pop up, take folks' money, and disappear. I just saw an ad from an exit company started by a couple of bozos that used to work for me. My advice, don't hire bozos I'll fire. Want out of your timeshare? I'll send you our free timeshare exit info kit explaining your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free kit. 800-329-3737. That's 800-329-3737.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. In the latest AP Top 25 men's basketball poll, the Iowa State Cyclones up 2 spots to number 5. They're 21-2 on the season and play tonight on the road at TCU. Illinois dropped 3 spots to number 8 this week. The Illini 20-4 on the season. They had a 3-game winning streak snapped with an overtime loss at Michigan State. They played tonight a home game against the Wisconsin Badgers. The Nets beat the Bulls 123-115 last night in Brooklyn. 5 straight losses for the Bulls, including 8 of 10. They dropped to 24-30 on the season on the road tomorrow at Boston. Spring training is just about to get underway. White Sox pitchers and catchers report today. For the Cubs, it's tomorrow. First full squad workout for the Sox on Sunday. For the Cubs, it'll be on Monday. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsor.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. Today, partly sunny with a high near 42, winds gusting up to 30 mph. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 38. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 24. Currently, it's 34 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome in, folks, to the Community Hour. It's the local Community Hour on WRMN. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today, and it's not as cold. At least I don't think it is. Elliot, what do you think?
Well, the temperatures are supposed to be 36 right now. It's 36 and sunny. So if you've been bundled up wearing your long johns and different layers, you're not going to need them as much today.
Nope.
Because we're Midwesterners, we're a hardy type, you know. We have been conditioned by the colds to withstand those temperatures.
You think it's in my blood to withstand the cold, and I'm still like, ugh.
But I'm saying you're like Russian, right? The Ruski. You should have
and
that.
Finnish.
Yeah, you should have.
Have you seen Finland?
You're like all Nordic and stuff. Yeah, you should be like, you know.
I'm in the mountains. No,
yeah, there you
not
go.
In the mountains. I'm in. It was the farmlands.
Look at that! It ticked up to 37 degrees now. So it is going to be. It's warm here in Elgin. We're going to hit a high of 44, I believe. No, 47 later on. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong thingy. 37 is going to be the high today, but it is going to get much warmer later on in the week. So yeah, no, I'm telling you, I'm so
Chris
enjoying
says
this.
our blood has gelled. Yes, definitely. Not gelled in the way of like, oh, are we Jello?
No, it's like it's to preserve the body functions. That's what we would have.
Definitely.
So how you doing, man? Thanks for letting me stick around for a few minutes here.
Doing good.
It gives me a moment to decompress after the morning show.
A lot of energy.
I know, and this is my last week at WRMN. My last day is Friday. So I've been just trying to get cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure everything's ready before when I go. I'll be going on to other different pastures. Not that I'll be gone forever. I mean, you guys will still see me around here. Yeah. In fact, like the Torn Quadcast, that banner that just appeared on the YouTube page, will be continuing. Dino has given it the blessing. It can continue doing the show. But I won't be a regular on the morning shows. I won't be a co-host on the morning show anymore, nor I don't think I'll be able to be a regular on many of the other shows, at least for the time being. Mm-hmm. And then, but I'll be around. You guys will see me, and I'll probably.
Now you're working in an animal shelter.
Yeah, right? I'll be managing the volunteer, among many things, the volunteer program for the Orphans of the Storm Animal Shelter in Deerfield.
Very nice.
It's a historic organization. It's been around for 100+ years. And they're going to be going through a big renovation. If you go and visit them, the place is, it's an older building. It's older. Uh-huh. And if you visit some of the newer shelters around the Midwest or anywhere after renovation, they look, this particular building desperately needs the renovation, both for the comfort of the animals, for the care, the quality of life for the animals. And also there's an aesthetic to it. A lot of times people, when you go to some of those older buildings, people feel all depressed and all that, which don't worry. The dogs and the cats don't care how their cages look. They don't care. What they care about is that they're getting socialized, that are people coming in and they're getting their basic needs met, plus a little more the, again, socialization, emotional stuff. Which they do at Orphans of the Storm. They have a very dedicated volunteer community that comes and walks the dogs, look after the cats, and they need someone pretty much dedicated to making sure the volunteers get the support they deserve. So that's going to be my job.
And I would say, though, too, when you update a building, when you refurbish it, when you make it a little bit nicer, it does help to bring a nicer vibe into the building. So
Definitely.
And just into your experience when it comes to looking at animals.
Definitely. I know when I worked at the Anti-Cruelty Society, I was there for one of the first renovations, and the the cages looked like we called them Kirschners. Some of the bones in the back, they were elevated from the floor. The floors were plastic, and they had steel bars around them. And they were the weirdest things, and they were difficult to clean, and it was just a lot. And again, wanting to make sure that the animals are cared for properly. If you had an older dog, they'd have to jump up, or you had to carry them down. So those were all things that needed to be changed. And the big part of it is done with, of course, the animals in mind first and foremost. But yeah, as you said, when people come in, you want them to see, you want them also to feel comfortable. And you never want to go. The one thing I used to hate people saying, and I get why they're saying that, especially when you go to some of the older facilities that you might find out there where they go, well, we got him out of prison. We got the dog out of prison. I'm like, I say it was a shelter. The people who work at shelters, even animal controls, they love the animals too. So let's be kind to them. But I do acknowledge there's an aesthetic involved. You don't want people to come in and see the animals and be depressed.
Yeah. Definitely not. What are your plans for the weekend, though?
Oh man,
things? What are you doing?
Is there anything good going on in Elgin right now that I can look at? Because this coming weekend, this is the first weekend that I will not have anything planned. Normally, I was working at Trist Lounge in Marengo. I hung up my bartender apron. Well, I never really had an apron, but I hung up my bartender apron yesterday. Turned in my key. Will not be. I still have a bartending license, so maybe at some point, if someone needs a part-time bartender, cover a shift here or there for a little extra money, I can do that. But yeah, this coming weekend, I have absolutely no plans.
Well,
I think sleep is going to be one of the things. But sleep. Yeah.
Are you good at pressed workshops?
What pressed workshops?
It's pressed floral art.
No, I've never done that.
Never done that?
I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, it's coming up. It's Pressed Floral Workshop. This is at Eastside Cafe. It's coming up. This is on Friday.
All right.
So it's a little bit closer to the weekend.
Yeah.
It's from 5 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
You can create pressed floral art while nurturing your wholeness. Join them for an intentional afternoon where pressed flower art meets healing. Choose flowers by their meaning, create bookmarks or framed art, and then you can preserve your story in beauty. So that's kind of interesting.
How much does that cost? Is there a cost involved?
Let's see. It looks like that is, so it kind of depends there. It's $5 pre-registration. I've got it up on here on the screen. You can get framed art for $35 to $65, or also bookmarks $15 to $35. Glass lantern for $45 to $55, and it does say all materials are included.
Oh, there we go. Very nice.
A lot of fun.
Very nice.
A little cute little thing to do, right? They've got roses, hydrangeas, daisies.
Might be a nice thing to take a Valentine's Day date to.
Yeah,
do a nice little thingy for.
It is also Friday the 13th.
But Valentine's Day falls on Saturday, so thankfully it doesn't fall on Friday the 13th.
Right, that would be interesting. Do you believe in any superstitions with that?
About Friday the 13th? Not really. No. I mean,
I figured you wouldn't.
I do believe
like the type of guy that would. But
well, no, I will say no. I will
not as an insulting way of saying.
Oh no. See, for me personally, not so much. I mean, I do have little superstitions, but it's not even so much superstitions that are like again the basic. It's like I believe in routine, and if I have a particular routine and I don't follow it, I can expect my day to go hanky, okay?
Yes,
but that's just the way I am, conditioning.
I'm the same way too, yeah.
And I think if enough people believe in something, it can affect things. I believe that the universe talks to you in ways, and then that you have an instinct that you just need to connect with it. But as far as do I believe if break a mirror or stuff like that? No, I don't believe in any of that. I do believe though that you get what you put in.
Yes,
so, yeah,
definitely. You haven't experienced any of the ghosties around here.
See, that's the thing. We talked about that on the show yesterday. We talked about that on previous shows. I don't believe so much in ghosts as I believe that there are things that we don't understand, and maybe presences that we don't understand. I know that there are a lot of folks who like that for religious purposes. They don't believe in that. But I'm like, they're just things we don't understand. We had some folks a while back. They weren't talking about paranormal as much as preacher normal. Meaning these are just things that are outside of our current understanding. But as we start, as science advances and our understanding of the world advances, then those things become understood.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that are just outside of our understanding. So ghosts, who knows? Maybe the ghosts are presences of things, but not necessarily the presence of a person, or maybe it could be a recording of their presence.
Mm-hmm.
I used to say that if you're like in an old house, because they're made of wood and stone, that those natural materials tend to preserve the presence of people that were in them, like a recording.
Mm-hmm.
And then, although I don't know about stainless steel girders if they do that, maybe iron, but that's all very hippy dippy.
Hippy dippy. We're going to take a quick time out, folks. We'll be back with more here on the Community Hour. Hippy dippy.
Hippy dippy. It's the hippy dippy hour.
It's the hippy dippy hour. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
I know we're at an at-will state, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what? You're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
Handle on the Law. If you're injured and need a lawyer, go to handleonthelaw.com.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to the Community Hour here on WRMN. Excuse me.
It's not Wise Coffee Chat?
Excuse me.
No. When's
That's coming up Wednesday.
Oh,
I had something going on with my throat there for a second.
Is she live tomorrow?
Yes.
Is she going to be live tomorrow?
Live tomorrow.
Can I say hello to her tomorrow?
Yes, of course
Will
you
I be able to
can.
say hello?
Yes. Stick around and you can say hello.
Will she want to talk to me? Because
so.
you didn't. I was asking you to like help set me up here, and you didn't do anything.
Sorry.
Like you're trying to protect her from me or something. I'm a nice guy.
I know you are.
I'm a nice guy. Miss Sanchez, very, very capable woman. We'll do a little coffee chat, talk about people around the community. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Great show.
She has some great people, like a lot of women who are in the business too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I really do appreciate about this station, though, is that, again, we give folks in the community a voice. So if you want to have your own show here on WRMN, you know, in most cases, you can probably find a sponsor to help, you know, cover the airtime for you. You're set, and we really would love to see more and more people here. The thing about yes, and welcome back to the local community hour, but I'm trying to be cute and clever and bring up, other shows. Yeah. But the whole thing is that WRMN plays a really important role in that. It's like I hear this all the time. We don't get enough of the local news. You don't talk about what's going on in Elgin. I go, well, here's the thing. We need people to tell us what's going on. The news sources, local community news, the sources for that, it's all drying up right now. Mm-hmm. It doesn't get support. Are you subscribed to the Daily Herald? Have you bought a subscription to that? Are you supporting the local news sources so that people know what's going on? That's really important. But because folks are so accustomed to getting it for free on the internet or on television, they're not supporting local news. And add to that, the local news channels, whether it's radio or television, they are dropping dramatically across the country. Within the past, they talk about right now people getting news from a local news source. I think it's dropped to like 18% right now.
Oh, really?
18% of what they do. And most folks go to either you're watching the Chicago news. How many people talk about WGN? How many people talk about the WGN TV? Great. That's great. They're great folks. That's good stuff. That's great. If you want to compare, let's say WRMN to WGN, there's a big difference there.
Because we're local.
We're local, but they've got a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a lot of money over there. They've got entire production crews. They've got staff. They've got researchers. They've got all that stuff going on there. That's here. This is a mom and pop shop, pretty much. We're mom and pop radio. Although we're all, I don't know if Susie wants to be called the mom.
I don't think so.
The mom, yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Who knows? Auntie Susie. But again, if you want more of local community, you want to hear more about what's going on in the local community, you want to hear it on WRMN, we need your support. Right now, one of the big things that's happening is we're getting a lot of political candidates want to run their ads.
Yes. We're getting that. Yeah.
We're getting those in. If you are a candidate and you want to have your message heard throughout the Fox River Valley, we're talking about Kane County, Cook County, parts of DuPage, parts of forgot the other one. But we're all throughout the Fox River Valley, and if you want to have your message heard, you want to have your ads heard, and we're both Republican and Democrat, independent. At this point, during election season, whether you're red, you're blue, whatever, the only color we care about is your green. You can be whatever political party you are. The only color we care about is green. So
it's more than just the green, though, too.
Well,
but it's got to make sure we care about getting the word out. That they have the opportunity.
Well, political ads for the most part are. Let's be honest. All the political ads. I don't want to say this. Okay. Let's just say political ads tend to be a bit slanted. They tend to push a particular direction and any other. So that's why I'm like, but again, it's that's called the First Amendment, and you do that, that's fine. But again, if you want, it supports us, and then you, the WRMN listener, can hear these ads and decide for yourself what you think about each political candidate and go from there. But also, since we're talking about that, you also want to tune into the Apolitical Talk Show.
Yes.
With our own Dennis Sonar Green, who goes over all the different issues that we face, not only in the Fox River Valley, but in the nation, with a kind of a balanced thing. Although there are days when I really want Dennis to get off the fence and take a side, darn it. Take a side.
Hey,
I take sides. I do it all the time.
I am in the same boat as him. There's times that I struggle when I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but it's the whole. There's a thing. There's a bit where you want to be balanced if you're a news person, because people talk about that. If you're in the media, you should be balanced, fair and balanced, as they say.
Yeah.
But then there's also the opinion, and let's be honest, a lot of people confuse opinion with news. So a lot of times they go, well, you're just giving your opinion. Yeah, I'm giving my opinion. I'm not telling you what the facts are. Now, mind you, there are times when people are so accustomed to getting opinions that when an actual fact is presented, they don't want to accept it because they've come to just accept particular opinions as what they prefer. So, but that's also part of the conversation. Conversations that can take place on WRMN.
Speaking of conversations, we got a caller on the phone line.
Hey, caller, how you doing?
Hey, guys, it's just Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, it's Jeff. Dude, I haven't heard from you in a million years. How are you?
Well, I'm there. I just listen to you guys. I don't like to chime in and listen to the good conversation you guys have all the time.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I like what you said about the politics. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired of it. I like to listen to Dennis. And he brings it out. He does a dang good job of doing things on that show to bring out a little bit more than anybody else does. But, the thing that got me mad, though, lately is we're watching. I love the Olympics. I love the Olympics, especially the Winter Olympics, because I used to do a lot of snow skiing when I was younger. So I can appreciate what these athletes are doing. What gets me going, though, is there's a lot of people complaining about Lindsey
Vonn?
And well, yeah, for some reason, there's so many people out there just hate her for taking over. You took a spot, but she earned the spot. I mean, I don't know what their problem is. The TV doesn't show you all the rest of the people, by the way, who wreck. There's a lot more that wreck than just her, and they don't show that in from other countries. So it kind of, and then the politics enters into the picture again. And, we can't get away from it. It's like unless you move to an island somewhere, you're not going to see it. You know what I mean? The political aspect has gotten so out of whack, you guys. I mean, it just not to say anything bad about Dennis, but the problem is when you start talking about politics and you see it on the internet and on the news all the time, 24/7. There are things that are being said out there about no matter who's in president, not the president, whatever. We should have elected this. We should have. It gets people's blood boiling, and now it's to the pushing point. I saw a big article on Channel 2 one night, and they were talking about how social media is driving it, and social media wants to vote, have a popular vote. They want to vote for the president like they do, on The Voice or something. What do you think of that?
You know what? We're going to take a break because I need to ruminate on that. And then when we get after we hit the bottom of this break, we'll come back with that. How's that sound to you, Jeff?
I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to throw that out.
It's a good question. It's a good question. It's a good question. We'll talk about that.
All right, guys. Have a great day, and thanks. You guys got a great show.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm always listening. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're solving all the problems of democracy here on the Local Community Hour.
There you go.
Or when we come back, the definitive answer to the question, should the popular vote determine our candidates throughout the country? Right here with Matt McNeil and me, Elliot, the L Train Serrano. Hey, you know what? It's my last week. I'm going to talk politics. Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Sue, call in. Hang on a second. I got to get Sue here.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by RAIN-X. Illinois lawmakers are pushing legislation to address widespread underfunding in public schools statewide. Supporters say nearly 3.3 million students attend underfunded districts, with mandated services falling about $3.3 billion short. A proposal in Springfield would require some Illinois drivers to install speed-limiting technology to curb high-speed crashes. Courts could order the devices for reckless driving cases and would require them for drivers convicted of going more than 100 miles an hour. Governor J.B. Pritzker is backing State Representative Margaret Croak in the Democratic primary for comptroller. Capital News Illinois reports Pritzker announced the endorsement Monday, which could give Croak a financial boost in the four-person race. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows life takes you in many directions.
Bear right at exit 32, then begin to wonder why you never bought a fish tank. In 1.3 miles, you'll realize you've been mispronouncing epitome your whole life. At the roundabout, you will remember you said something at dinner you wish you hadn't, and will think about it for decades. You have arrived at your destination, but it turns out there really is no destination, and life just keeps going.
Wherever life takes you, protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Today, partly sunny with a high near 42, winds gusting up to 30 mph. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 25. Looking ahead to Wednesday, sunny with a high near 38. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 24. Currently, it's 39 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Welcome back, folks, to the local community hour here on WRMN. This is your host, Matt McNeil, with the L Train Serrano.
Man, we had a great political talk during the break.
We did. You know what?
Got it all out.
I said to him, let it out. Let it all out before we get back.
It all came out.
Before we get back on the air. And I sat there and I
just listened. You were like that great. You were like Larry King, who would just sit there and go,
yeah, right. Mm-hmm, now that I understand Larry King.
There you go.
That
and then you went, are you done? I went, yeah, I'm done. He go, okay, there we go.
You got to let it out of your system.
You
when you have it all boiled up in you, and then it's
That's
just
fine.
like you can try to expect it to sizzle down, but sometimes
You got to turn the temperature down. To Jeff's point, though, before the break, he was saying, again, yes, Jeff, I am also very tired of the political talk. I'm very tired of what's going on social media. Jeff is absolutely correct. A lot of that stuff that goes on social media and in media is designed to rile you up, to get you mad. So yeah, just take a break from it. There's nothing wrong with walking away from it. That's what my co-host Susie C. She had a rough week this past week because she was getting it from both ends. She was getting all this stuff going on her social media. She's very much a social media person. That's how she does a lot of promotion. So when you're out there and things get bad, you get exposed to it. And then in real life, when she was having a bunch of knucklehead dudes who didn't know how to be adults, they were acting like, man babies, okay, who were getting angry that they weren't getting their way after being, again, immature and disrespectful and all that. Instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, I want to do better. No, they went off the deep end. So she's getting it there. And then, of course, that affects her mental health. So I can see when people, you get exposed to all these things, it affects your mental health. You're tired of it. You don't want to be hearing about it. You don't want to talk about it. I totally get that. Now, should we elect our next president or our elected officials like via American Idol or like popular vote, which is what a lot of people say it should be, the popular vote? I mean, I'm of two minds about it. I mean, if you want to go by the popular vote, be ready to it happens in Chicago all the time when it comes to the governor, right? Governor of Illinois is pretty much determined by all the votership in Chicago because that's the greatest concentration of population there. So if everyone in Chicago votes for one person and everyone in the rest of Illinois votes for the other guy, they're still going to lose because the population is all concentrated in Chicago. Is that fair? Is it fair that the folks throughout, Illinois, down in the South, don't really have as loud a voice as another area which has a greater population? I don't know. I don't think it's fair. That's why you have the Electoral College. You have had cases where one candidate won the popular vote, but the other candidate won the Electoral College. That's just a crazy thing of mathematics there.
Well, my timer's going off. It's done to talk politics.
Okay, can we talk about Wise Coffee Chat since we're here?
Yeah.
Because she's going to be on tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Do you know who she's going to have on tomorrow?
I do not know.
Okay, you got to watch Wise Coffee Chat, folks. I'm a big fan of it. Again, I'll usually, for the most part, every time I've tuned in, she's had women business folks from around the Fox River Valley.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Latino women.
Women. A lot of great stuff. Again, a local voice here in the Fox River Valley. Seriously, we try so hard to give folks a resource to not only be heard, but to reach new people. If you find someone here on WRMN that you really like you come across one of our shows, you see it, you can, mind you can go to our YouTube page and you can see all the previous morning shows. You can see all the previous local community hours, all the Wise Coffee Chats, all the does Susanna Padilla still have her show on?
Not anymore.
She couldn't do it anymore. Hers was a great show. Mm-hmm. The Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. We have all these different shows on WRMN, and if you can and you like them, follow them, subscribe to them, give them a thumbs up, share them on your social media. See, when we talk about people get really angry on social media, guess what? You know how you counter that? You find positive, uplifting content and share it. Mm-hmm. Don't get mad about everything and start yelling at other people on social media. No, find something that you like, that you support, and share it on your Facebook. And we make it so easy here on our YouTube page. You like a particular show, boom, you click on it, give it a heart, and there's even a little share button on there. Mm-hmm. You like Wise Coffee Chat? And why wouldn't you like Wise Coffee Chat? You can share her show, whatever episode you really like, share it on your social media, share it out to all your friends. Support the voices that uplift the community and make you happy and don't just get you all riled up and angry. Because that's the way it unfortunately, we as human beings, we tend to focus more on the negative than the positive. That's That's an old evolutionary thing. We always had to we had to be concerned about the saber-toothed tiger that was hiding in the bushes that was ready to eat us. So we're always afraid. We're always on the lookout. And then something bad happens. We got to remember that bad thing happened so it doesn't happen again. Well, now that we've evolved beyond that, our brains are still wired that way. So when bad things happen, even if it's just I had a bad day, they misspelled my name at the Starbucks. And folks, they are constantly misspelling my name all the time.
You're jumping.
My name is misspelled on our own website. Did you look at the WRMN?
We'll get that fixed.
Well, I'm going to be gone, so it's not going to matter at that point. It's even misspelled on this very website, which is fine. I find it amusing. But again, we've evolved. We should evolve beyond that, but we don't. So what you need to do to counteract that is instead of focusing on the bad, find the good things. And again, Wise Coffee Chat.
There you go. And also, you were saying saber-tooth tiger. I just imagined you in a costume. Saber-tooth tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger. Well, one of my favorite cartoon characters or comic book characters is called Kazar. He's like the Marvel Comics version of Tarzan, and he has Kazar, and he has a sidekick called Zabu, and Zabu is a giant saber-toothed tiger. It's so cool. I want the.
How do you spell it?
Kazar. Kazar. Stan Lee invented it back then, but that is like I want to get a my next cat, I want to get like one of those giant Himalayans, those cats that grow to be like 15, 16, sometimes they get up to like 20 pounds. I want like a cream colored Himalayan and I name him Zabu.
Kazar's a Disney character.
Well, Disney owns the Marvel now, so.
Villain? He's a villain from
Kazar.
The Wild. Oh, I remember that movie. Do you remember that movie?
No, you're looking at a different one.
I'm looking at a different one.
He looks like he's a blonde Tarzan in Marvel Comics.
Oh, this guy's not a blonde Tarzan. Jeff in the comments says, I'm sorry I started the political crap. Hey, it's okay. No worries. Hey, Matt, where are you going? I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here.
Yeah, Matt's not going anywhere.
I'm here.
Yeah. I'm trying to push, again, Wise Coffee Chat. If you haven't seen it, go to the WRMN YouTube page. All the different shows have their own playlists there. And you can go through, click through. There's a description under each episode. There's a date it first aired. And please, this is me saying, if you want to have local community resources available to you, the WRMN listener, the Fox River Valley listener who wants to support local community radio, that's the easiest. It's free. It's free for you to do that. It costs you nothing to go to our YouTube page. It costs you nothing to like a post. It costs you nothing to share. It costs you nothing to subscribe. The more people do that, it helps the algorithm build until it goes, hey, this content's really good. We want to push it out to more people because people are supporting it. If you want, and I would say this across the board, any sort of local resource. Local businesses. Can I go on my little rant about that? I get so tired of people saying, oh, I used to like that place. Why aren't they open anymore? And I'd go, when was the last time you visited? Oh, it's been a while. I go, well, that's why they're not around anymore, because you weren't visiting them. If there are local businesses that you want to make sure that they are here tomorrow, visit them today. Keep visiting them. That's what we try to do here at WRMN too, is we try to shine a spotlight on those folks. If you don't visit them today, there's a good chance they won't be there tomorrow. And that's where local community comes together.
That reminds me, I've got a guest on Friday.
Yeah.
Nicole, she's with La Cosecha.
La Cosecha?
In Elgin. They're going to be announcing some new sweet tamales.
Ooh, tamales. Yeah. Are they going to bring tamales? Are they going to be in studio?
No, they're going to be in studio.
Wait, at what time?
11 o'clock.
Maybe I'll hang around for a bit. If they bring tamales.
Get a little tamale.
Tamales.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. La Cosecha. Yeah, but again, folks, businesses. I go up and down the street here in downtown Elgin, and I know a lot of businesses, they're not open at a particular time because they're just not getting the business. Come on, folks. You want to be a tight-knit community? You want to support each other? Spend your money here. Don't do it on Amazon. Don't do it.
It goes back into the community, too.
Yeah, it all goes back in the community. It does more for your community when you support your local community. Rediscover Records. I talk about them all the time. I love Rediscover Records. I've bought I don't know how many records there over for how long. I don't order them on Amazon. I just get them local. So
yeah. Very cool.
You want to hit that break?
We're hitting our break. Yeah, 45 past the hour. We'll be back with more here on the commute. You want to stick around for longer?
Yeah, I can stick around.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better. Check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
I'm not trying to say you're wrong.
Oh, I know.
I'm just doing my Bob, it's the politics show off the air, but it's not even politics. It's just, it's just, did you do the thing where you push the button and you can't, and you mute yourself, but you don't? No, I can't hear you either. Oh, there you go. No, you had it. Hello? No, go back. You had it. The mute button was stuck.
These buttons.
There you go. I can hear you.
Okay. There we are. We are all discombobulated.
I am not trying to argue politics with anyone.
We were kind of arguing a little bit.
I was monologuing is what I was doing. I just think, we're not going to go there. I know people get tired of that. And I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I think you've gotten to the point where no one's going to change their mind no matter what you say.
Yep.
I can have the secret to life and the secret to make $1 million and I can offer it to you and give it to you, and you can say, Elliot, you're full of crap. I don't believe you, and that's your right. That's your right. Even if I'm right, it doesn't matter. It's your right to just not believe me, and that's fine.
Even if you think you're right too.
Although you're out $1 million.
Even if you think you're right.
Yeah, no, I mean, again,
it's all about perspective.
My perspective is, but here's the other thing. My perspective is people should be able to be who they want to be. Let them be who they want to be. As long as they're not hurting anyone else, let them be who they want to be. And I don't see any problem with that,
Consenting adults.
Well, that too.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, but adults, obviously.
Adults, yeah.
Obviously.
But anyways, enough about that. Because now I haven't gotten on a political rant with someone in a long time.
But you're not a political person.
No, I'm really not.
No, you're not into that. And to me, I don't even think I'm not talking politics. I'm talking about it's just the sociology of it all, of people. So. And again, but I mean, because by that rationale, I mean, talking about local community politics, people care about certain things. It's okay. It's good to care about those things. And it's important to speak up. But if, it should always be a discussion, and it should always be a productive discussion, not just people yelling at each other.
Yeah.
So
I know we derailed this whole community hour a little.
Well, no, I wanted to dedicate the hour talking about Wise Coffee Chat, because you're never going to let me meet Miss Sanchez. So, I mean, and it's my last week. I'm not going to be around anymore, and but it's fine. That's okay.
We got a caller.
You got a caller? Yeah, take the caller.
Hey, welcome to the show.
It's just me. I'm double dipping. I got to apologize to you guys.
Oh, it's Jeff again.
No, it's okay. Oh my God.
No, Elliot, where are you going, man? You can't. It's going to be, like Susie C's going to be there. To be kind of naked there or something. I don't know.
Oh, some of you'd like that. No, Susie's. We're going to go through a whole bit. She's going to try to find a new partner to work with, because mind you, when she and I got together in the beginning, it was not a perfect match. It took us a while to really find ourselves. It took us a little bit. And then, then we started clicking, and Susie and I, we're friends, and, and we're close, and all those things. Also, it doesn't, I'll tell everybody, since I'm leaving anyway, I mean, my 2025 was a dumpster fire of a year. I'm talking a total dumpster fire of a year. I was having financial problems. I was having relationship problems. Yeah, I broke up with a long-term relationship. All the stuff was going on. I was like worried about losing my house. Dumpster fire. And through the whole thing, I had WRMN. You guys were here. You let me be here. I got a chance to talk to people. Susie and I, got to work together. It was a lot of fun. I'm very passionate about radio. I'm very passionate about media. And it just gave me an opportunity to kind of like find a little bit of peace amongst the dumpster fire. That was the rest of my life. But now, to answer your question, Jeff, I don't know if you caught on the last hour on the show, I will be leaving to work for the Orphans of the Storm Animal Shelter in Deerfield. My first love, and I really spent a lot of my early professional career in animal welfare, and it was a position that I just couldn't pass up. And it's also a little more of a financially beneficial position. So I couldn't say no. As much as I love WRMN radio and I love doing this, I also love animal welfare. I love animals, and it's going to be fun getting back into that world again.
Oh, he dropped.
But I'm sorry. I was waiting for. Did I talk over Jeff and then he just hung? He was like,
I don't know.
No. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Maybe it was a disconnect.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Jeff. And Jeff, you're welcome to call anytime you want, as many times as you want. We're good. We're good with that. I would say though, but the thing being that and I'll talk about it more on the morning show. Probably on my last day. 2025 was rough for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It was rough for a lot of people. But it was especially rough. I know it was especially rough for me. I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. And, it was just, I finally feel like the clouds are breaking and things are going to start, working out. And again, I'm very grateful for WRMN for at least letting me have this bit for a while to keep my sanity, because I don't want to think what I'd be doing otherwise. This place did help me keep my sanity for the longest time.
Yeah, There were times though you went off the rails and in terms of the political side.
Yeah, the political side of things. Well, that's why we had the rule. That's why we had the rule that we cannot talk politics on the morning show, which I understand. I agree. And in the end, ended up being good for me because there were times. Now you've heard me. You guys have heard me. I tend to get riled about the same stuff all the time.
Off the air, just
off the air. Yeah, just a minute ago. I tend to get riled about the same stuff.
I kind of did too a little bit.
Yeah, no, but that's fine. That's fine. To me, I'm like, but again, I'm like, I don't want to. Although I will say, I don't want to confuse politics with sociology, with the social contract. A lot of times, people confuse politics with the social contract. If we're in a country where we say we have all the freedoms in the world, then let us be free. Let people be free. And then that's it.
That's it.
As long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, favorite hometown is South Elgin. That's Brendan.
Hey, buddy.
Andy's having nice coffee, which is great.
Man, I'm telling you, I ran out of my Dunkin'. You've seen me. Everyone's watching the morning show. I usually have I'm talking to a dietitian. And I was telling her how much coffee I drank in the morning. I usually get the extra large Dunkin'. She goes, Elliot, that's a lot of coffee with a lot of cream and sugar. I mean, okay. So I've been scaling down to the large. The next step is, can I make it by on a medium in the mornings? We're going to see. Although we won't have to figure that out here.
Yeah.
Luckily for all of you, you're going to be spared that. We'll see how I hold up with that at my new job.
Oh, my gosh. I don't think I've ever asked you, what is your favorite coffee?
I gotta say, I mean, I can say what my favorite is, but I know what I drink the most is essentially black with cream, straight black coffee, little creamy. No, take it back. Grande Americano with 2 raw sugars.
Okay.
So if I go to Starbucks, I want the Grande Americano, and I just put 2 raw sugars. That's it, and that gives me enough. Caffeine. Yeah. When I used to work for the Red Eye, the Chicago Red Eye, I actually drank a Red Eye.
Okay.
The Red Eye was an Americano with 2 shots of espresso. Oh. Can you believe that? And for you, those of you who are feeling a little bit exotic, do a dirty chai latte with a shot of espresso. Ooh. Dirty chai latte. It's a chai latte tea, right? Latte tea. Mm-hmm. Chai tea latte. And then it's dirty, but they put in the shots of espresso. Oh, that'll work for you. So if you want to do something a little bit different, just say I want a dirty dirty chai latte. And tell them you want two shots of espresso.
2 shots, not 3, not 1, 2.
2. Well, do the 1 if you know you have heart issues. But yeah 2 will keep you going for. Those term papers are going to practically write themselves.
Yeah. So, there you go, Elliot. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you all of you for listening to me here and for enduring me for these past how many times on the morning show. I'll be back on tomorrow morning with Susie C. And today, Wednesday, tomorrow is Weird Wednesday. We're going to talk about our favorite B movies. And then Thursday is going to be the last What Will Elliot Put in His Mouth Today segment. Mm-hmm. Then Friday will be Freeform Friday, where I just say my goodbyes. My dream of one day appearing on Wise Coffee Chat will be unrealized. So I don't know. Sanchez, I blame him.
Up next, WRMN 10 o'clock news. Stay tuned, folks.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But find him one